All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. So today we're gonna go ahead and look at a console that I've been wanting to look at for a while now, the Dreamcast. So I still have it in its original packaging. Obviously not in the original box, but in the original package that I got it when I purchased it. Right now I'm taking off the tape. We're also going to look at a couple other things as well. So I have an original controller with the original VMU. A little dusty. It's fine. And then I also have this controller as well, Retro Fighters. And then I also have a Mega memory card as well. Not as nice as the VMU because of the screen, but still works just as good. I do plan on opening and cleaning everything, so I might be doing this for between an hour or two. We'll see. I don't know. Also might be taking a lunch break. Kind of just going with the flow right now. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. Also came with a controller. 2 controllers. So if I wanted to, I could literally play 4 controllers on the Dreamcast. Now for the moment that we've all been waiting for. Wow, it's all the way at the bottom. Everything is nicely packaged. Love it. Now that's how you're supposed to package a retro console, at least in my opinion. Let me see if I can find a better way to open this. Might just have to get scissors. Cut down the middle. That way I can still have the package wrapping. Let me get some.
Water break.
So, got some more tape. This is all I have. Packaging tape. Or not packaging tape. Painter's tape. My bad. Got some scissors. So, I think there's a reason why I left it in here. Now, If it's in really good condition, we'll probably just check it out. I know the Sega Saturns that I have still packaged up are in really pristine condition. I think they're both Japanese models. I forgot, I'd have to check. But I got both models. And I got them both in different colors. And the only reason why I have two of them is because I can keep one all OEM while I mod out the other with modern outputs and other things that I'll probably bring up on the channel. Yeah, check that out. Wow, that looks really good. I don't even want to mess with it. That looks brand new. Let me get my other Dreamcast. This one, I have 3 Dreamcasts. I actually originally I planned on fixing them up and then selling them, and that's why I have 3 Dreamcasts. But got busy with live streaming, and yeah, still would like to do that eventually, but just would like to work on them first. Okay, I gotta put it back. It's not gonna be as good packaging, but it'll work. Let me get some tape. My bro stream is about everything. Yo, what is going on, Charmy? Yeah, I actually used to do this every Wednesday. I used to crack open one of my retro consoles. That'll have to do. Let me get 2 more pieces of tape. I joined and leave stream 3 times in the same day. And every time I'm streaming something different. First Dragon Ball Z, then Roblox, now IRL, working on consoles. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this box away. Now I know why I left this box the way it was. And I'm gonna continue doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and get my other Dreamcast that's out and about. I should be back. Hopefully I don't take that long. I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. Let me just box this one up really quick. But I believe this is a Japanese model, if I remember correctly. I could probably double check right now too.
Support our journey and help us grow by subscribing.
But yeah, this is a little hobby that I have. It's been a while since I've done anything with it. But eventually I would like to do this more often. So not only play video games on live stream, but definitely work on retro consoles. I do like working on electronics. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I can put the scissors away, but check this out. 1, 2. So I put that one in the box away. This one's quite yellowed. I'm gonna go ahead and clean both of them, but I'm only gonna open up one, and I think I'm gonna open up this one. I'm just gonna have to see which one's more dirty. Too bad one. Yes. So these still open up very nicely. I mean, this one doesn't look too bad. There's some scuff marks. This one is actually, they're both pretty bad. Yeah, I guess I'll clean both of them. Okay, so let me get my IPA really quick. This is 90 or 99%, 95%, something like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 99% alcohol. So it's safe to use on electronics. So I guess I'll just go ahead and start cleaning off the top. I do have this microfiber towel. And I have some Q-tips that I'll use. And I have a toothbrush. I guess I could use this one really quick. Get off all the bigger chunks. I'll go ahead and start off with this one. Put this one aside. Wow. Check that out. Industry Canada. Let me bring it a little bit closer. Screen's a little laggy. Let's see. Right there. A little bit. My bro's crafting items in the crafting table. Oh, it's a little blurry. Damn. But yeah, it's Industry of Canada. And this one does not have it. Wow. Do I have a Dreamcast from Canada? So yeah, let me just grab 3 iron ingots really quick. I'm just... Okay, let's see. Now, if it's old gunk, it probably won't come off easy. I'm gonna turn into one of those channels that grab consoles from like a junkyard, and then they're gonna just replace it with a brand new one, saying that they rebuilt it. Nice, that came off. Yeah, all of it's coming off. Easy. Wow, check that out. Look at that. You can literally see the line. That's insane. Yo, what is going on? The blur go crazy when you make the Dreamcast close to the camera. Taking apart products. Yo, what is going on, Mikado? How much did you pay for the Dreamcast? Honestly, I don't remember. I know it was, I think it was this one. I got one Dreamcast for 50, I think 30 or $50. And then I got, it was this one with these two loose controllers. No, maybe it was just one controller. No, it was two. My bad. It was two controllers. With this one, I think that one was like 100, and I think I knocked it down to 80. And then I forgot how much the one from Japan was. I know that one was pretty cheap. If you get stuff straight from like Japan, typically it's pretty cheap. But then you'd have to modify it because it's region locked. Just took part a controller questioning why it wouldn't charge. Well, the charging port came off. What? Oh my gosh, dude. Someone in eBay sells a PlayStation 1 for $1,000. What the heck? That's insane. You know what kind of PlayStation 1 it was? Like, was there a reason? Was it like a special edition or limited edition? I know they sell like limited blue ones. And I also know that they have the black Dreamcasts. Those were like the sports edition, something like that. Those go for a pretty penny, I know that. Zen, you sound like you have a cold. Have you taken a break yet? I took a few breaks, yeah. I took a breakfast break. I took another probably 10-15 minute break, and then I took kind of like a half break. But that half break was basically me setting this up. So I was walking around, stretching, you know, all the stuff that I don't do by sitting down for several hours. Let me go ahead and damn, it's dirty. White Dreamcast is better than the black one. This is true and not an opinion. Make sure you rest plenty and have your water set near you. Yes! I will definitely make sure. And I'm probably going to be taking a lunch break pretty soon too.
Level up your experience and subscribe now.
Also, will we take a look at the MR2s today? Probably not. They're in pretty rough condition right now. All three of them. Okay, so there's some dirty stuff in there. I'll show you guys really quick. Quite dirty. All three? Is there corrosion? No, there's just a little bit more. There's some scratches from the wind and they're just dirty. No rust. Thank God. I was thinking about sleeping, but if we bowl this night. Ooh, the toothbrush method, my favorite. Yeah, toothbrushes definitely come in handy, especially getting in tight spaces. It's like I'm brushing the teeth. Hopefully I don't break anything like it did on the Genesis. There's no switches for channel 3 or channel 4. So we should be good. Let's see. Toothbrush is meta for cleaning small things. Yeah, even shoes. I've cleaned my shoes with toothbrushes before. When I get my own car, I'm thinking of making a trip around Europe and going to the good old USA. That'd be pretty cool. Shoes is crazy. Well, yeah, that was when I was younger. Yeah, I'd spend time cleaning, just for the heck of it, pretty much. Just to keep old things nice. Wait, then, are you in your 20s? Yes, I am. Looks like everything's going good. Let me see. How are my looks gonna determine my age? I definitely look older than how I look because of my beard and my hair. I'm gonna have to use a Q-tip. Wow, it's just grimed up. You can have more than one toothbrush because cleaning your shoes and teeth. That is definitely true, Charming. It is not a good idea to use the same toothbrush you use for your teeth for anything else. Maybe when you are in your 30s, I would be in the US. Yeah, that'd be cool. You look like Sensei Wu. I look like young Sensei Wu with black hair instead of white. Okay, I think that should be good. Maybe I should start doing these again. I'm gonna have to start buying some cheap mods. That way, I could start doing mods and, you know, cleaning on stream again. I think that's the best I can do. I am not gonna touch the lens. Whoa! The top is pretty dirty too. I don't know if you can see that. Indeed, people from 16 to 19, because grow beards. Yeah, I started growing a beard in high school. I started growing facial hair in general in middle school. I was like 12. I already have a beard, so true. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky. Can't put too much pressure. I still hear rumors that they're gonna come out. Sega is gonna come out with another console, but I know they've been saying that for years. They've been probably saying that since the end of the Dreamcast. Beer is not only for 20 plus. Also, Zen, where are the puppers? They're outside. It's winter time, and it hangs around between 50 and 70, sometimes 80. So they're chilling outside, sunbathing. Pretty wide range of temperature where we're at. Okay, I think the top should be good. I don't want to pull it too much towards me and you guys can't see. Cool. I'd say everything's good. Let's go ahead, and top is still needs some work with some scuff marks. I heard magic erasers work pretty good, but that's only because they're abrasive. So it's only wise to use them gently and briefly. Same thing with shoes and walls, and magic erasers are useful everywhere. Ooh, didn't you have a cat too, or a kitten? If I remember correctly from last stream, I heard the whine. Yes. Are you talking about the white kitten? He's pretty much all grown now. He's one of the biggest cats that we have. Look at that. I don't know what that is, but definitely needs to get cleaned. I have to see the white boy. It's been a while. Let me. Oh, and I can show my setup too. But this is him. He's pretty big. Oh. Yeah, it lags a little bit. So he's huge. That was my wife showing you guys. Let's go ahead and use this. He's so confused. He's always confused. I think that's just how he looks. But he's one of the chillest cats. He acts like he's I mean, he has his moments. He still acts like a kitten, but sometimes he acts like one of the oldest cats in the house. He's definitely different, I'll say that much. There's one Q-tip down. But yeah, I gotta start getting into, oh my gosh, it's really dusty in there. I gotta start getting to console modding. Nice, got that one. I'm gonna get a bigger cat. They will be as big as your dogs. Oh my gosh, what kind of what are they called? Maine Coon or something like that? One of the huge cats. I forgot what they're called. Do you have any physical copies for the Dreamcast? I do, but they're packed away deep in storage. I've been meaning. I don't have a lot of games though. I've been meaning to get more. Oh, I think I only have I'd have to look to see what I have. Bruh, this one's gonna take forever to take off. I think I might just have to call it quits on this one, on this scuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't even feel anything. So it's gonna take some more time, more elbow grease for that one. I'm gonna name mine Kai, or Ichigo. That's pretty cool. I did own a Dreamcast back then, and the very first game I got was Sonic Adventure. You know, my dad had a Dreamcast when I was growing up. I asked him what happened to it recently, and he said he doesn't remember. It kind of disappeared when we were moving, I guess. But I remember playing Sonic Adventure 1 on it when I was a kid. But Sonic is definitely a really good series, in my opinion. I'm gonna try to leave those stickers on there. Keep it as original as I can. I gotta be careful, I don't want to put too much weight on the front. Let me get some rags. That way I don't scratch it. Try just moving it around. I'll be right back. Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 are the peak of 3D Sonic. I cannot say much about Adventure 2. I don't have much experience with it, but I am looking forward to it, trying it out on stream one of these days. All right, just got word that food is about ready. And I'll probably be taking my lunch break pretty soon. There we go. I feel a lot more comfortable doing that. Yeah, look, there's more scuffs back here. It leans. Bothers me that it leans. Oh, this one's coming off pretty good. But yeah, I'll probably be doing this for another somewhere between 2 to 4, maybe 5 hours. And then I'll probably the next thing that I have is I know my wife probably wants to play some games, so I'll be doing that on stream. Looking back at the old consoles, their design was more creative than what we got now. I feel like what we have now is very, at least with the PS5, it's very abstract. The Xboxes are pretty standard, and I feel like same thing with the Switch. Like it's like half kind of creative, but still pretty standard. But these were designed really nice. I would agree with you there. I know one big problem with the Dreamcasts is plugging and unplugging the controller while the Dreamcast is on. That can actually blow up a fuse, I guess, and it can prevent any controller working on the console. So I know that's one upgrade that I would like to change on these if it's not been changed yet. PS5 design is like Jotaro. Part 4 drip, and Xbox Series X is a fridge. That's funny. Oh yeah, there's some scuffs over here. Nice. Yeah, there's just wear and tear that I don't think ever's gonna get fixed. But that's fine. Wear and tear is fine. So next I need to do this side in the front. But I'm gonna go ahead and take my lunch break. So I will leave the Dreamcast here. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch scenes. And once I'm done, I'll come back and we'll continue this. So hopefully I see you guys still here. If not, that is a-okay. Appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you guys in a bit. What is going on, guys? Let's go ahead and continue cleaning. What is the timer for? Oh, timer 4 is me coming back. Basically, how long my break is. Right. I need to clean these two sides, and I need to clean the bottom. I don't think I'm gonna be opening them today because I do have this Dreamcast to clean, and the 2 controllers on top of that. So I'll probably just be cleaning the outsides today. That'll definitely take some time. Okay, let's go ahead and see more spots in between here. I'll go ahead and use the toothbrush for that. There we go. Cool. These little bumps are a little bit dirty. Let me see if I get a Q-tip on them. Also, let me pick that off. Cool. You can see my cats. That's funny. Cool. Still a little bit dirty, but I think it's good as it is. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just close enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and again, I believe. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just have to do these 2 sides. Hopefully that wasn't loud for you guys. Not sure. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Just a little alarm that I had. Hope everyone's day is going well so far, or night, wherever you are in the world. Didn't even hear it. How many classic consoles do you got? Individually, I have the Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. I have a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not really retro though. I have a PSP. PSP 2000, I think. 1 or 2000. I have a NES and SNES. I have a GameCube. I have a Wii. I have a Game Boy Color. I have a Game Boy Advance, an Advance SP, and a DS Lite. I don't have the original DS, and I do not have the 3DS. And I think that's all I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I have. Damn, yeah. Yeah, basically hand-me-downs. I probably bought like less than half of them. There's a giant crack here. That is a crack in the shell right there. It's lining up with the shadow of my finger. So this one might need a shell replacement, but again, that'll be down the line. So this one might be more so the one that I'll be modding, if that's the case. I'd still have to inspect the other one. But yeah, they're mainly over the years, like the PS1, 2, and the PSP were originally my dad's. I had my original Wii, my original Game Boy Color, my original DS Lite, my original SNES. Yeah, none of these are coming on. I think that might be it.
Now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do plan on getting Xbox and the Xbox 360 as well. But, you know, in due time. Man, that is a... Oh, you know what? That is not a crack. There's a little fine outline. Looks like maybe a sticker used to go there. Let me see if this one has one. It does. So maybe it's just a really fine line that just goes around that the Dreamcasts have. But yeah, I do plan on having, you know, as my collection grows, I would like to have just one, maybe two of each. One, keep original, of course. The other one would be fully modded out. Put an HDMI port, have it going off digital media instead of physical media. So have it read off of SD card. Like this one has a GEMU mod. But yeah. That's just my hobby, I guess you could say. I'm gonna need to clean those. My hobby before this used to be collecting cars, but I already finished that collection, which is basically my MR2s. And there's only 3 of them ever made. Well, not ever made, but 3 models made. And definitely got lucky with that because I got it before the car market got super expensive. Now the only thing that I have to deal with is the overpriced retro market, which is definitely a hard one to get by. I'm a huge car guy. Have a 70 Mach 1. No way, dude. And an 07 Roche 427. Love 3 horsepower. I'm not too familiar with the Roche 427, unless that's a typo. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But the Mach 1s are really nice. I wouldn't mind getting one of those, but I know those are really hard to come by these days. A lot of, from what I know, a lot of people just get them, you know. Well, if you're a car guy, you know. Get them somewhat beat up and then just restore them. Okay, I think that's it. Basically a Mustang that an aftermarket company got their hands on. The Mach came to me almost perfect in 04. No way. That is sick. All I had to do was paint and replace the rear diff. Damn, you got lucky with that one. Only paid $8K for the Mach. That's pretty good. For the condition that you say that it was, and for being 04, that's really good. But yeah, the MR2s, the MR2 market is insane right now. The 2000, the MK3, the MR2 Spiders, those are going around minimum probably like 8K as of now. And they're like small little 4-cylinder vehicles. I do remember hearing the MK2, the MR2, I believe it was 90 to 99, 98. That was the year that it was made. In pristine condition, those can go for like 65,000. It's crazy. I've decided when it's my time to pass, I'm putting the car in the ground with me. Oh man, I can relate. Toyota has always been goated in my opinion. Yeah, Honda too. Honda has some little, some nice ones too. I'm a big fan of the Civics. You know, the hatchbacks. Those go crazy on the drag, especially if you gut them. They're like super lightweight. They're like, they can weigh almost like half a ton. It's insane. And you know what's crazy is my grandparents own one. And I told them if they're gonna get rid of it, give it to me. And it's stick shift too. Oh yeah, all the MR2s that I have are stick shift as well. I'm a big stick shift guy. Gotta drive manual. I have a truck that my dad gave me. It's automatic, but I've actually considered about making it manual. Let me see. I got a CBR 1000. I like Honda bikes and Toyota cars. Honda bikes are nice too. I like the Rebels. I haven't seen. I mean, I'm not really big in bikes, but I do like how the Rebels are. Yeah, that's all I really know about them. Less weight, more power was the Mugan way. Yeah, pretty much. Man, these corners are really scuffed. Standard is way more fun, but not as good as right. It was better at one point, but with the automatic transmissions that they have nowadays, it's manual is not that efficient. But it is definitely a lot more fun, especially in the canyons if you have canyons near you. Gotta always be careful on those turns. Man, I remember I used to detail my car like this before working like this on consoles. I used to be this detailed with my car. Tail of the Dragon is a blast in the Rouge. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Almost died several times doing it on the bike. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bikes, you always got to be careful. My grandpa actually has a bike. He still has it too. It's a Suzuki. I think it's Suzuki. I don't know the model, but I know it's an '80s model, and I know it's quick. But I know he got in one accident and he just slid on the ground, and he hasn't driven it since. It's just sitting in the garage. I've asked him if he wanted me to fix it up for him because I was taking automotive classes at the college nearby. But he said no. Like, okay. Well, if you get rid of it, you know who to give it to. But yeah, I'm big on cars and engines. You'll probably trip on what I'm about to say right now, and that's my big project on the MR2s is I plan on converting all of them. And my other viewers, my longtime viewers, have heard me say this multiple times. But I do plan on making my cars all electric, all of them, and stick shift electric. Now, I know some people say that there's really not a market for it, or, you know, the engine is better, which, you know, I will agree to some degree. Oh no, I'm taking off the... Okay, I can't use that. I gotta use a brush. But yeah, I mean, having an engine to a degree is fun, but I would like to change it up. Have a little RC car, basically. My granddad has an old shovel head I'd go to hell and back for. I don't even like Harleys. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. I might have to use my nail for this one. I don't even know what this is. Feels like clay. Better than taking off the paint though. That sticker might be cooked. Yeah, it's yeah. Might just leave it as is, to be honest. Yeah, I'm taking off the sticker. I'm scraping it off to the aluminum. I'll just leave it. Not mess with it. But everything else looks good. I mean, I could take a look at this really quick. This part you always got to be careful. Like flies out. There we go. Crazy Dreamcast and online
Don't miss
playing.
out and
That's
hit that
insane.
subscribe button.
Let me go and clean it up. Dreamcast was definitely ahead of its time. Oh yeah, way better. And then I'll just leave that Canada sticker. I've heard of people contacting Sony to get replacement barcodes like that for old consoles, and actually getting replacements might be worth a shot with SEGA. I might actually try that. Thank you for that. Everything else looks good on here. I think it should be good. That's good. Cool. Yeah, it is super dusty inside this one. Everything else looks good. Pretty happy with the results. Go ahead and work on the yellowed one. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and grab some more Q-tips. That one's still good. All right. Also drink some coffee. Keep me up for the next 9 hours. We'll see how that goes. All right, so it's a little sticky right there. I'll just use, oh, look at that. Quite the gash right there. Let me see if I can show you guys. Look at that. That's insane. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy this type of content. I mean, I know it's pretty pretty chill, pretty relaxed. Might be too chill, too relaxed. Again, the only reason why I stopped this was because the phone mount that connects to the tripod broke. The screw part was made out of plastic and it just got stripped because it was from Temu. So I got a replacement one, and yeah. Now that I got a replacement, I could probably go back to doing these streams again. You see the little yellow circle right here? Or not a yellow circle, but the circle ring. You can tell it's the original color right here, but everything else is yellowed. I've always wondered about Temu. Yeah, it's just really cheap stuff, and you have to always make sure you read the description before you get something, because it might look really nice. It might not even be the product that you're looking at, or say it's like a really small item, but since it's like zoomed in so much, it looks like I've seen someone post this. They screenshotted the chair that they bought, and when they bought it and it came shipped, it was literally like a model chair that was like really small. That probably belonged in like a Barbie house or something. Like, you always got to be careful with the description, always just got to be accurate. But I mean, their products are okay. You can always upgrade their products with better things. I'm gonna buy a 4-post lift off. That's crazy. I would not feel safe going underneath that car. That's insane. I'll just go ahead and do the rest. Whoa, what the heck? But yeah, Temu is something else. It has good products, but very far in between. Very, very far in between. This side looks really good. Just gotta clean that side. Then I'm gonna get a bulletproof vest. You should get a jack from Temu to make sure it doesn't fall on you. Jack and get a full set. Jack stands, and a lift. Just make sure you put some tires as well. Yeah, some used tires. My whole garage. Just get a whole bag of 10mm socket. I'm pretty sure they sell them, which is pretty funny. The notorious 10mm. You said that, and I sensed all my 10mm hopped out of my toolbox and disappeared. That's funny. I think that's the best that I could do. Let me go ahead and get this area down here with the toothbrush. Cool. All right, time for the inside. I know you guys won't be able to see much. The inside doesn't look too terrible. The last one was worse. Wow, it has little like felt tabs. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a CD reader with felt tabs. Unless that's just something that premium products have. Get some Q-tips. I got one right here.
Stay updated and subscribe.
Everything else looks good to me. I could probably dust it off. Oh yeah, it's really dusty up here. Man, I remember when I cleaned the PS2 that I bought at Pawn Shop. It was filled with, oh my gosh, it was filled with roaches. Pretty nasty. And they wondered why they couldn't power it on. Good thing I got it working though. All right, let me get the top of the lid. Cool. Let me go ahead and get all the edges, and then I'll start off on this side and go all the way around. Hopefully the music's good. Honestly, the way I have it set up, I can't hear the music. I'm just entrusting my computer that it's playing the music. The only thing I have going for me is looking at the TV to see you guys chat. I do need to update my playlist though. Oh man. Let me see. Music is fine, just a chill vibe. That's nice. Yeah, I try not to have too crazy music. I know some songs on this playlist can get pretty crazy. But that's good to hear. That's a chill vibe. Damn, it's all scuffed up in the corners. Okay, time to get the sides. Yo, what is going on, Brain? How you doing, dude? Can you hear the dogs barking? Not too good. Got a last minute essay to do. I'm assuming English class. Sounds like fun. What's the topic, if you don't mind me asking? Still got plenty of time. I'm on a snack break right now. Nice, dude. I would say I don't miss school, but life only got harder. Facts. Yeah, I got an essay to do on mediocre Gatsby, the Great Gatsby. I'm assuming the book. And my essay is on symbolism in the book. Nice. It's leaning too much for my comfort. Crazy Gatsby as a great book. Oh, Crazy Gatsby was a great book. So I did my first drive yesterday with my permit, and I had to deal with all the bad drivers. Now you know. Everyone but you is gonna suck at it. It's not really up my alley. Nice, got that little mark. Nice. Perfect. Wow, this edge really cleaned up good. Thinking maybe this edge. Let me see what the Q-tip can do. I'm more into fiction books. If you buy a huge truck, the bad drivers tend to move. Stuff like The Giver. Oh, The Giver? I seen a movie on that one. Don't know. I'm pretty sure it's based on the book, if they're related. Yeah, that's what my dad did, and what I hope to do someday. It's actually coming off. It is. I'm not the type of guy to hate the movie based off the book. and I don't, but it wasn't just the normal, some things were left out. There were a lot of changes, which affected the story a lot. Understandable. Yeah, it's usually because of either the director or the company. Like Jonas is 18 in the movie instead of being 12. Yeah, a lot of companies, well, I don't know. I guess it just depends on each situation. But from what I know, it tends to be the company and not the director. But then again, there's some directors that like to take their perspective or just their perspective on their understanding of the book. But people that like to be book accurate or comic accurate, the downfall usually lays on the company. Like Warner Brothers or Universal, whatever it may be. Universal does pretty good though, from what I've heard. It ended up changing the story maybe a bit too much. It made some scenes impossible because he's no longer in school. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think that's as much as I could do on this side. Boom. Pretty much gone. Boom. Same thing. Yeah, this edge cleaned up really good with the Q-tips or the cotton swabs. Sonic Adventure 2 is a great Dreamcast game. Yeah! So far, that's what I've been hearing. One of the best Dreamcast games. Cool. Sonic Adventure 1 is pretty good too, but I always preferred Sonic Adventure 2. And no, it's not because of the chaos. And no, it's not because of Rogue. On second thought, that would be a good reason. A lot of people just like attacking Sonic Adventure 2, calling it a pet sim. That's a side thing. I'm gonna need toothbrush for that. Looks good to me. I don't remember how to spell it. I put it as chaos because it's pronounced chow? Like Italian? Like chow? Those cute little blue guys? Yeah! I do remember those. Yeah, like that? Oh, okay. Cool, I think that's as much as I could do on the backside. But yeah, this one will probably be the one where I mod, considering that scratch in the front and the yellowing. Pretty sure this is a US version. I know you could tell by the... Oh yeah, NTSC-U. So yeah, this is a US version. I don't really have to worry about any type of regioning, but even if I do mod it, usually it becomes region free. I know there's some models I have to be aware of. This is a 3020. I know that there's some mods that are only compatible with certain models, so that's another thing that you would have to keep an eye out if for some reason you're interested in modding a SEGA Dreamcast. But for me, that's something that I have to be aware of. Other than that, I'll probably put a transparent case on it. That way I can see the insides. I know that there's a mod. I think the power supply is right here. Yeah, the AC in is right here. So the power supply is right here. I know that there was a problem with overheating back in the day, so there's a simple mod you can just put a new board in it. I don't know if you transfer any of the electronics. You might have to. I forgot. I'd have to. It's been a while since I looked up on it. I think there's also a USB-C mod on it as well. I mean, I probably need to switch sides for the camera, but yeah, I think there's a USB-C mod. I know that there's an HDMI mod, and I know the SD card, if I were to go that route, would go inside here to replace the laser. So, and then another mod, as I was mentioning earlier, oh, I need to clean that when I get to the front. Another mod is you can, as I was mentioning earlier, got a little off track. There was a controller issue where when the power's on, if you plug it in and unplug it, it blows up a fuse. So there is a replaceable fuse that can reconnect over time or something like that. There's a specific name for it. I forgot it right now. But there's also that mod, and I think there's also a Bluetooth mod. I think. There's also, you could change the color of this light. Typically it's orange. I know people have put blue, some people put green. And I think that's all the mods that I can think of that people have done to the Dreamcast. Matter of fact, let me scoot in a little bit more, that way I don't bring the camera in a little bit more too. Bring it down. I'm turning the camera. That's funny. There, let me see. Let's try that. That's okay. Okay, hopefully I don't bump into it too much. You know, I should just get one of those camera things that just go on my head or on my not on my chest. They go on my head, like, you know, some people wear a GoPro on their head to, like, so you can watch it better like POV, I guess. But don't know how that would work with my phone. I'm sure they make something. Let me clean up this edge. I do apologize if my head gets in the way. If I'm looking down close to it. Corner cleaned up nice. And if you guys are interested in seeing my setup for stream, let me know. I could probably briefly go over it. My favorite Sonic game didn't even have Sonic as the main. Shadow's game in the early 2000s was peak. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. I forgot the title, but do remember Shadow being very popular. Because they introduced Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2? Right? I think. I don't know. And then after that, I know Shadow got really popular. See, I would like to see the setup, to be honest. Okay, for sure. It was just Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, but I felt like I was just oversimplifying it. I was basically overthinking. Okay, really not much else I can clean. I could probably just wipe over it really quick, see, and then see what else I need to go deeper on. That's the title. I really like his OG design that they didn't use. Really, I need to check it out. Damn, these dogs are going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but Yeah, they're always barking. I would like to get a mic for my phone though, that way I can give you better quality audio. That way you don't hear every single noise in the background. That way I'm a little bit more clear. They put it as a DLC in Shadow Generations, really? I gotta check that out. Yeah, I heard Generations is doing really good.
Level up your experience and subscribe now.
For the fan base, the game itself, like everything. Slowly coming off. And there we go. Let me clean this bottom curved part. I hate Sonic 2 and 3 special stages so much. Oh yeah, how are you doing on those games? I know last time you mentioned you started Sonic 2. Now that you mentioned Sonic 3, I'm assuming you're on Sonic 3, but I don't know. Still hell. Well, remember, it took me 9 hours of stream to beat each Sonic game. Well, Sonic 1 might have been faster, but I know Sonic 2 took me an entire stream day, and Sonic 3 took me almost a day and a half. For a first time blind playthrough. No, I've been kind of going through the first 3 random bits and pieces. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh! Bumping into things. Let me fix the setup. I just saw that on the TV. That's funny. Almost dropped you guys. Yeah, getting a phone. Yeah, getting a phone POV. I don't even know what it would be called. I'd have to look it up. I think I'm just brain dead from being tired at this point. But I'm still going. Blue spheres remind me of pain and suffering. Alright, now time for the bottom. This part's always a pain. There we go. Got some dust. And I have to reset my file every time I get back there? Really? Everything else looks fine in here. Maybe just on the edge. Nice. Now let me go ahead and inspect the inside, because it can't get back to that special stage in one stage once you enter. Oh, dang, dude. I see. You can't do a save state? You just back up the file? Yeah, everything else looks fine. I'm playing Classic Collection on the DS, so no, dang, dude. GG's on that. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Don't want to wet the sticker too much. Just enough to get the dirt off of it. I objectively turned there. You literally can't argue on that. I turned there. Turned where? I wish this damn game worked. What? Oh, you missed it? Okay, so yeah, I just gotta do the edges on the bottom, get the bottom, and I'll see if I go to the controller or go back to the PC. Nice. Looks good. I turned in the special stage, but no, you didn't, Aiden. Through the power of magical BS, you didn't. I've experienced that a lot with many different games, so I could definitely relate. Cool. I think that's all the edges. When do I get the part where it works? Don't know, wish I could tell you. Let me go ahead and use my blue towel. See if I get the larger stuff now. Alright, looks like I do have to use Q-tip. Like, literally, it's so buggy in the Classic Collection, even if you play it on the DSi or 3DS, really. Probably not optimized. I know that's a really big problem with re-releases.
Don't miss out and hit that subscribe button.
It is in the Classic Collection. It's literally just a crappy Genesis emulator on DS. Oh, so it's not a re-release, it's just a Genesis emulator? Because I know they have the Sonic Collection on like PlayStation, like it's an official game. So I just figured it was a DS port. There we go. Yep, oh wow, that's crazy. It'd at least be justified if it was a good emulator, but nope. And is that the only Genesis emulator available for the DS? I'm assuming so. I haven't modded my DS yet, so I wouldn't know. I think that's pretty much it. Although it's yellowed, it's in a pretty clean condition now. It gets a bit complicated here. Oh, I'm sure it does. Console emulators on a DS. Okay, let me see. So the Sonic Classic Collection is an actual DS game, but what it is just a cool celebration menu. Right. I think that's how the other ones are too. Then when you select the game, it runs through an emulator. Oh, okay, I get you. That's crazy. They stole the emulator from the internet. A Genesis emulator on DS, literally called Genesis with a J. And they just put the ROMs there. Wow. Okay, so I think that might be it for console cleaning for today. I'll save the controllers for another day. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything away, and then we will hop back on the PC. And I'm thinking about playing some Minecraft, so definitely stay tuned for that. Only reason it's better than the actual emulator is because they modified it so that there were DSi enhancements, but clearly not good enough. I wonder how it would be on the 3DS. Okay, let me go to switch scenes really quick.